That's Royal Hardigan and his Kekeli West African Drumming and Dance Ensemble from the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. Wonderful. Wow. Woo. Abraham, your students are paying attention to what you say, by all means. Right now, I'd like to introduce the group called Mikata, and they asked me to let you know that in addition to the names you see on the program, they're also adding another of your former students, Mr. Vicente Sanchez. Yes, he's going to join the names that you see on the program. Mikata is going to play some Caribbean music, also highly influenced by the traditions of West Africa. So I'd like to introduce you to the great group Mikata.
I know we're not supposed to say much, but I have to take this opportunity to say thank you to Abraham Adzenyah. He was my teacher and mentor for a long time while I was here back in 1978. And I also want to mention some of the folks that are up here to honor Abraham today, because I think they're worthy of your attention. These are some great musicians that I have the pleasure and the privilege of working with. To my far left, the one and only Mr. Baba David Coleman. Playing the iya, which is the master drum of the Bata drum set, a wonderful drummer, a very competent musician, Mr. Richard Hill. And directly behind me, another student of Adzenyah who got his PhD here in 1995, Mr. David Yee. A very important member of Mikata. He helped to found the band. His name is Jeff McQuillan. And last but not least, joining us today from the class of 1978 is Mr. Vicente Sanchez. Thank you.
Joe Galeota is another of Abraham's students who has given Abraham grant students, teaches West African drumming, and he also makes drums. He has a company called Jag Drums, and he makes beautiful drums like this one right here. So, Joe?
Abraham teaches hot music. Ow! All of the music tonight, so hot. Wow. Coming back to that thought. The next piece is the last piece before intermission. You have been very patient. We have more than 100 performers who they insisted to have part in this program. And I know you're enjoying it, and I also know it's long, but please hang in there because every piece is full of passion that Abraham shared with us, and all of us who are participating, you can see we're taking Abraham's energy seriously. Abraham taught us many things: polyrhythm, call and response, to learn and appreciate another culture. Many of us have traveled to Ghana since being taught about Ghana and Ghanaian culture by Abraham. One of the most important things that Abraham taught us is that traditional Ghanaian music is community music. You see drumming and singing and dancing. You need a lot of people to make this music happen. We are now going to show you that we have a very large community. As you see, we have networked ourselves over the past 30 years very easily as one community under Abraham's tutelage. Many of us talk to each other all the time. We play drums together all the time in different settings. My group, who's joining us, the Rhythm Monsters, has become a family to me over the last 5 years. We've traveled to Ghana together. I studied with David Locke when I was a freshman. He's sitting here. We're going to play together. Joe's group, Joe and I played in a dance band here at Wesleyan together. In fact, we're going to play at the party. Don't forget there's a party after this. Well, there's another half of music here. Then there's a dance party in World Music Hall across the way. That reminds me, one more announcement. At the intermission, there are beautiful T-shirts for sale that say Adzenyah in there with Abraham. $15, all of which completely goes to raise money for Abraham's drumming program to train and give costumes and more drums for his current students and hopefully many, many future students and, wow, lots of grand students. Are we ready? We're going to do something. When you honor a chief, in Ghana they call it a durbar, or I don't know if I pronounced that well, but something like that. A durbar, a gathering. This is a huge gathering. And often there are many groups, as tonight. There are many, many groups playing. We got to play for the Asante Hene one time in New York City, and so many groups over a huge field. Sometimes they play one at a time, but many times they play all together at the same time. We have to give you a taste of that, and then we're going to bring you about 9 different tastes of Ghana, and then show you that even from all of you, there's going to be even more community coming out to join us for a big Gahun celebration. So let's begin.